What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock witch farm. This works from 1.16 on all other versions of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PS4, Nintendo Switch, or PC. Make sure you guys watch this entire video because if you do, you will learn how to make a witch farm that will give you a ton of loot. For this farm, all you'll need is 4 pistons, 36 ladders, 36 slabs. By the way, you guys can use any slabs that you want. 1 hopper, 1 minecart with a hopper, 8 observers, 1 glass block, 1 rail, 3 torches, 2 buttons, you guys can use any buttons that you want, 1 trident, 1 lever, 2 chests, and finally, about a stack and a half of solid blocks. You guys can use any solid blocks that you want. The first step is to find a witch hut, then go inside of it, then break this cauldron and this crafting table, then break this flower pot. After that, break any fences that are on the walls of the witch hut. The next step is you take some solid blocks. You guys can use any solid blocks that you want. Then fill in the walls. After doing that, it should be looking something like this. Now take some glass panes and place 3 over here. Then place 3 more. Then place 3 more. And finally, place 1 more set of 3. These glass panes will allow us to find the witch spawning spot. The next step is to place 2 solid blocks over here. Then back up about 30 blocks from the witch hut. Once you have backed up about 30 blocks from the witch hut, then switch your game to peaceful mode and then to hard mode. If you guys don't want to do that, another option is to go in and manually kill any witches or other mobs that are around the witch hut. If you guys choose to do that, once you're done killing the mobs, then once again back up about 30 blocks from the witch hut. The next step is to wait here for a couple minutes. After you're done waiting a couple minutes, then come back to the witch hut. Then break these 2 blocks. Now check to see if any witches have spawned. The spot where the witches spawn is the witch spawning spot of the witch hut. The next step is to break all the glass panes except for the ones that are enclosing the witches. The next step is to locate the southeast block of the witch spawning spot. To do this, I suggest that you open up an empty locator map. Then position yourself so that your top arrow is pointing towards the top of the map. Then turn to the right. That should be east. Then turn down so the arrow is pointing towards the bottom of the map. That should be south. Since we know that this direction is south and this direction is east, we know that southeast is that way. So we know the southeast block of the witch spawning spot is right over here. After you have found the southeast block, then break it. Then replace it with whatever solid block that you want. Now you're going to need to find the northwest block of the witch spawning spot. To do this, open up your map. Then position yourself so that your arrow is pointing towards the top of the map. Then look to the left. This is west. So from that, we know that the northwest is somewhere this way. That means that this is the northwest block. After breaking that block, also break these 2 blocks that are next to it. At this point, you guys can kill the witches that are stuck in these glass panes. The next step is to break these glass panes. Then place a temporary block over here. And place a glass block on top. Now break this temporary block. The reason why we're placing a glass block over here is because when witches spawn on this block, they will get pushed by the glass down here, which is going to be where we are going to make our kill chamber. The next step is to take some buttons. You guys can use any buttons that you want. Then place 1 over here and 1 over here. The reason why we place these buttons is because just in case the witches don't get pushed off by the glass block, they will see these buttons as full blocks and walk right off into the kill chamber. The next step is to take some more solid blocks. Then place 9 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place another 9 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then place 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. And 3 over here. 1, 2, 3. After doing that, then place 2 blocks over here. The next step is to place 3 slabs over here. And 3 slabs over here. This will prevent mobs from being able to spawn on this spot. Then come up top and place slabs on the roof. By the way, you guys can use any slabs that you want. Once again, the reason why we're doing this is to prevent mobs from spawning on top of the witch hut. The next step is to come to the front center of the witch hut. Then dig down 1 block. Then dig 5 blocks forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After doing this, you should be right underneath this spawning point and kill chamber area. Then break these 2 blocks. Then break a layer of blocks all around this square. So basically just break all these blocks over here. The next step is to place a piston over here. Make sure it's facing this way. Then turn and place a piston over here. Then turn and place a piston over here. And finally place a piston over here. These pistons should surround a 2x2 area that is directly aligned with this chamber. The next step is to place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow is facing this way. Then place an observer over here. Make sure the arrow is facing the next piston. Then place an observer over here. As you guys can see there, the top arrow should be facing that way. Then place an observer over here. The top arrow should be facing the next piston. Then place an observer over here. Top arrow that way. Observer over here. Top arrow this way. And finally, place an observer over here. Top arrow facing that way. And one more over here with the top arrow facing this last piston. The next step is to break these two blocks. Then place a solid block over here. And place a lever over here. Then take a trident and throw it at this piston. Then flick this lever. The piston should move around a little bit. Then flick it again. And as you guys can see there, when you flick it again, the piston should start moving around infinitely. Then flick it down to shut it off. The next step is to place solid blocks all around this trident killer chamber. The next step is to come over here, then break down 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then break 2 blocks forward, and break these blocks as well. Then break these 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then place down a double chest. Then crouch down and place a hopper. Then crouch down and place a rail. Then place a solid block over here. And place a minecart with a hopper over here. And finally, place 1 solid block over here. This will be the collection system of the farm. The next step is to place a torch over here. Then place 4 ladders over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will allow you to easily access the collection system of the farm. Once you guys have completed that step, then go around the trident killer chamber and check to see if you have any exposed pistons. So basically, if you see a back of the piston like that, then just place a solid block to cover it up. By doing this, we can keep the kill chamber dark so that witches will spawn in the farm. The next step is to come to the front, then place down 2 solid blocks. Then place a solid block over here. Now break this block. Then put up 30 blocks from this point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After building up 30 blocks, then place a solid block over here and a solid block over here. Then extend out 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then place 3 more over here and 3 more over here. Then place a couple torches. This will prevent mobs from spawning up on this upper AFK platform. The next step is to come down here. Then place ladders all the way up so you can easily access the AFK platform of the farm. The next step is to light up the ground or any caves within 50 blocks of the witch hut. So to do that, you guys can just place some torches. The reason why we're doing this is to prevent mobs from spawning around the witch farm area so that we can get the maximum amount of witches to spawn in the farm. By the way, if you guys don't want to use torches, you can also just cover each block with slabs. If you guys find any mushrooms within 50 blocks of the farm, you should break them. This is because mobs can sometimes spawn on top of mushrooms. Alright guys, I just finished lighting up the area within about 50 blocks of the farm. Now I'm going to show you all how to use the farm. To use the farm, first flick this lever to turn on the trident killer. Then come up here to the AFK platform. After coming up here, then just wait. The longer you wait, the more witches will spawn in the farm, so you'll be able to get more loot. By the way, if you guys hold a looting 3 sword, you will be able to get more drops from this farm. This is because the looting 3 effect will get applied to the trident. Alright guys, it's been a few minutes. Now I'm going to check the loot that we got from the farm. As you guys can see here, after waiting for about 5 minutes, I was able to get a ton of loot from this farm. If this farm is not working for you, then you should try switching your game to peaceful mode and then to hard mode. I hope you all enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock witch farm. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. I upload every other day. Thanks for watching.